To be able to mount the cabinet on top of the base frame, we have to prepare it for lifting. Open the cabinet doors and lock them into position. Start by removing the 3 bolts that keeps the cabinet roof on place. Remove the roof. In case of rainy or snowy weather, you may need to cover the RBS with a tent or a canvas. Insert the 4 eye bolts on top of the cabinet. Connect the 4 lifting chains with hooks onto the eye bolts. Close the doors and use the lifting device to move the cabinet onto the top of the base frame. Please note, the maximum angle for the lifting straps shall not exceed 45 degrees, as this increases the strain on them and can cause them to snap. Be very careful when you are manoeuvring the cabinet. Secure the area from any obstacles or persons to avoid damage and injuries. For safety reasons, do not yet remove the chains from the cabinet. This secures the cabinet in place until you have bolted it to the base frame. But if that is not possible to keep the chains or lifting device, be careful installing the cabinet on the base frame. Open the doors and lock them into place. There is a bag with 4 bolts with washers that comes with the base frame. Place the washers onto the bolt in the order as shown. Place the bolts with washers in each hole in the cabinet. To be able to insert the last bolt, you have to remove the battery shelf on the left-hand side of the cabinet. Remove the 6 screws that keeps the battery shelf in place and remove the shelf. Note, Instead of a battery shelf, there might be other types of equipment in the same location. Use a torque wrench set to 64 Newton meters to tighten the 4 bolts. Mount the battery shelf in the slot from where we earlier removed it from. Now the cabinet is secured in place and we can remove the 4 chains and the eye bolts. Place the roof back on top of the cabinet. In the back part of the roof, there are hooks that will fit into slots in the top part of the cabinet. Tighten the pre-installed bolts with a torque wrench to a torque of 10 Newton meters.